Good morning to you 747 beautiful people. 747 today. Subscribers, that is. Day 342 as far as I'm aware. You're not seeing any videos at the moment because we've still got no internet, but Digicel promised to be here today to sort out the fibre. Fingers crossed that happens and I can upload the videos that I've been accruing over the last 2 to 3 days. So where are we today? There's a question. Window fitter hasn't turned up, so it looks like we're gonna have to start getting into the windows ourselves. The guys are still landscaping over here. Not too sure what takes so long. But anyway, the gardener will obviously turn up and it saves me actually spending more money with the gardener to do that, that's for sure. We're actually going to be sealing the garage roof today, so that needs to be cleaned and scrubbed. And then once it's cleaned and scrubbed, then we can actually get the rubberization rolled on. Painter is actually finishing off sanding underneath here and getting some paint put on. Carpenters are actually the guys up there rolling the roof, believe it or not, bless them. When I'm back, I've got to shoot off in a minute, but when I'm back I'm going to start putting in these windows here, because at the moment I can't wait forever and the window fitter is clearly busy. We also want to get some stain put onto these, so the steps were done yesterday, so we want to get those stained, including this long step that goes all the way along here. We're going to get that done at the same time. We're going to go for the same colour. What's it called? Intellectual grey, grey being G-R-A-Y. We've still got to plaster the bottom step to the pool steps. The mason's not in today. He obviously did these steps for us yesterday. He's got a day off today and he's back tomorrow. The plumber is actually shopping at the moment for all the parts to put into the patio here to get this water running off. And we also have a token dog that seems to be turning up. Every morning I come out, he seems to be sat on our patio. I unfortunately cruelly chase him away because I can't afford for him to be laying down his roots at our house. So yeah, apparently the neighbour has told one of the guys here that this is a this is a well-known area where people will come and dump their dogs when they don't want them. Can you believe that? But anyway, so he's got 2 strays apparently, and we had another stray down here the other day which was always begging the guys for, or going through their little rubbish bins, and now we've got another one. So tough times in Barbados at the moment, so maybe people can't afford to keep a dog, but without being rude, if you're going to take a dog, you've got to have it for life. So I feel sorry for him, but we don't have time and space for a dog at the moment, so hopefully he finds someone that will take him in. Okay, so I've got to shoot off, like I said, in a minute. Help me with some comments below and some likes and subscribes if you've got any. I've not been on the channel in the last day or 2 because of the internet, so I will get these videos uploaded and I will be responding to people. So I'm not done an Elvis and disappeared. I'm just internetless. But anyway, I'll update you later on this morning and how we're getting on. We're also going to try today, if we can, probably going to be tomorrow now, but we're going to try at some stage to put the ceiling into the electrical utilities cupboard in the house. We've got all the conduits run up the walls. We've got the comms unit in there. We've got the electric boards on there now. We now need to work out how we're going to clad in there with plasterboard, hiding all the pipes and making it look a little bit prettier on the eye. So we'll have to work out how we're going to go about doing that. But that's something I think we'll probably have to do tomorrow because the roof upstairs is taking priority for the carpenters and they're the ones that would normally install that. But I'll update you later on how that's going. And fingers crossed we'll get some other things fitted, painted, sanded and done. But anyway, I'll check in a bit later on. Thanks for watching. It's 9 o'clock. See you soon. Okay, we're at 1:15. We've had a little bit of rain on and off, which has unfortunately delayed the roof being painted. But we've cracked on with a few other bits, so I'll quickly update you what's going on. Down the side here, we've plastered in the side bits there. We're in the midst of digging out the square that we blocked in, the service element. So we've actually got the caps now, but we do need to get those on sooner rather than later in case we get any big rain. We're going to have to adapt this cutter I bought from England because we can't find a metric connector for the drill, and ideally we're going to use that to drill the holes straight through the patio surface rather than doing it with like we did it last time. We just drilled loads of little 1/4-inch holes and then banged it through. So we're not going to do anything with the steps as yet. You know, obviously they do need a stain, but we're going to leave them another day, make sure they're set properly. Sherwin is inside, sanding down, filling and sanding. Nothing's been done on the 3-foot doorway as yet, but I think I might start stripping this out to get that window in first, even if I just get the frames in for now. I think I might even start doing that, get the fixer foam and start the mission. The guys are in here currently preparing to try and install the electric utilities ceiling. So they're in there trying to make a framework. So we'll bring the ceiling down by about 2 feet and try and erect it in there in that way. Now the guys are mixing up mortar, I'm not too sure for that, must be for the sump around the front. And then next week we'll task ourselves with targeting the front door. So yeah, anyway, the roof itself, there's nothing, a great deal happened up there, so the guys have actually hosed it and cleaned it. Painter's going to come do some more snagging and around the bits that he did, but other than that, nothing's happened on the roof. But I think we might be able to well, it depends really what we're going to stop them doing in there, really. The ceiling in there is not urgent, and neither is the roof upstairs, but they've now cleaned the roof, so they're probably better off getting stuck into that and coming back and actually starting this tomorrow. So the only reason why they went onto the ceiling is because it rained earlier, so we're trying to make the ceiling dry so they can apply the coat, but then it rained. But no sign of rain coming now, so I think they should get out there now and crack on with that and then start the ceiling tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll have to re-clean the roof again, which is an absolute waste of time. So anyway, before I go, obviously give us a thumbs up and any comments. And I'll check in a little bit later on this afternoon when we crack on with all the stuff. Okay, so we're 20 past 2 and I'm just attempting to put the windows in, so I thought I would just give you a quick film on some of the stuff that I'm actually doing. One wasn't me. Expanded foam going crazy. Okay, so this window here, I've just taken the outside off. We've got big gaps inside here. Probably, I would say, hazard a guess, 1.5 inches this side, 1.5 inches that side. So God knows what my men were doing when they actually put these window frames together. But anyway, I've started off by actually putting a plumb on the actual edge itself. It's out. So I've just disc ground the base to try and get it straight as possible, because you always want to start with the window being as plumb on the floor as possible. So let me show you from the outside. Okay, so we have a number of things to contend with. First of all, the window itself is not straight. The window opening. So as you can see, we're wider up here than we are here. And we're thinner down here than we are over here. So the window is now reasonably plumb, but the opening is going that way, and the opening is going that way as far as I'm aware. Yeah, so wider here, wider there. So that's the first thing we've got to contend with. Second thing we've got to contend with is trying to make sure that when we're in here, we get it straight. So as you can see down here, it looks like it's slightly going forward that way than it is that way, but it's not. It's probably the masons that did the base in the first place. As you can see, it's sticking out from the wall here a little bit more. So that is now straight. But obviously we've got this massive great gap here, so we're gonna have to get extra long screws to screw in. And obviously we've got the fixer foam. Now the fixer foam on this one here, you never can tell. All different brands of fixer foam are different. But this one here, with the wind that's coming on, has really reacted with it. So we want to try and leave it to dry, otherwise it lands up being worse. So you don't want that bit. What you don't want is that landing on anything. And at the same time, you want to get it off your fingers as soon as possible, because it don't bloody come off. So at the moment, obviously, it's really expanded, this one, which is not like the other one. The other one didn't expand this much. So anyway, at the moment, that's been fixer foamed in. Once that's dry, we can actually fix that, cut that back. And from the outside, as you can see, this one's very, very similar. It's quite thin down here, but wider here. And as you go up, it sort of it's quite straight on this side, but this side really sticks out. So yeah, really what should have happened is, you can see the plaster is pretty much doing this, and as it goes up, it sinks inwards. So yeah, not the best of jobs I've ever seen, that's for sure. The window doesn't really lie. The window is as is. It's just the opening that's absolutely shockingly crap. But anyway, this one's better. So before I fix this one in, I will obviously make sure that I mark it. As you can see, it's sticking out a bit there, so it needs to come in. I'll mark it on the actual on the blue tape, and then before I put it in there, I'll film back and show you how we silicone the base, put the window in, fix it, and then use some fixer foam. Hopefully the fixer foam doesn't go as crazy as this one has. hopefully some of it is actually going to come off as well, because it's actually going on the window. So hopefully it's going to end up being able to cut back and be removed. But anyway, checking with you in a second. Okay, so it's 4:30. The guys are pretty much packing up, and I've zoomed on and didn't remember to actually film what I was doing with the windows. And note to self: when you decide not to wear a cap or put any crap in your hair, don't put fixer foam in it. Anyway, let me show you these. The fixer foam has actually gone off. I've not fixed anything in yet with regards to the frame and the screws and whatever else. But let me show what it looks like so far. So the windows themselves still need to be put in properly, but the fixer foam is now off. I've trimmed it back very, very slightly. That's where the actual the blow bags were to hold it in place. So with this window, for some reason, has come out hinge-wise at the top. So I need to get that sorted out. I don't know sure why that's happened. The other one is still in place. I've cut it back, but it's still not cured 100% yet. Again, I've put the external boards on there just so that if we have any rain tonight, the rain doesn't come flying in. And then tomorrow, once it's all set, so that's what they're meant to do. But obviously we got the bit at the top there. So once that's actually set tonight, I'll get that tomorrow. I'll get that trimmed back properly. I've siliconed the bottom anyway in the meantime. Then I'll get the glass in there, and I think tomorrow what I'll do is I'll make a start on that one over there. So yeah, window is in, balanced, fixer foamed, siliconed at the bottom. Same with this one. That one's got to have whatever's gone wrong with that top frame put back in again. And then tomorrow I'll load it with glass, toe and heel it, and try and get it fixed into the actual concrete frame itself. Silicone all around it the following day, get everything off and start focusing on that one. So yeah, that's the plan up here. Outside, the guys have been up on the roof rolling the rubberization, so I'll get up there and show you that in a second. Sherwin's been inside filling and sanding and caulking the door frame, so fingers crossed that's made a bit of momentum. And the guys have actually spent more time de-rocking the back bit here, so we've got a bit of wind and that coming in tonight. It feels like there's a bit of rain coming, so that should be interesting. But anyway, that's it for now. I see a great deal happening now that the guys have wrapped up. I might actually do a little bit inside the house this evening. But other than that, wish me luck cutting this shit out my hair. And I will check in with you guys bright and breezy tomorrow. So have a good evening. Don't forget to give me comments tonight. We'll have 3 videos tonight to load up. So sorry if it overkills you with content, but I'll check in with you tomorrow. Take care.